Downloadedcontent.com. Torrents. Lightning fast enlightenment.
I said, the first thing I asked was, or said was, I'm going to need to speak with the two of you. I never thought anybody asked me to marry him. I mean, I don't have a church, for people who believe like I believe. So it's like, there's no congregation, but whatever. But I'm like, I'm going to need to talk to you two guys. And out of instinct, that was me knowing that I don't want to, this is not supposed to be just a horse and pony show or whatever you call it. A horse and carriage show, pony show. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a show.
It's a dog and pony show, you mean?
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, marriage is a beautiful thing, man. It's a beautiful thing when two people commit to each other, and it's not based off of survival or, whatever. You know what I mean? The shallow stuff. When two people really genuinely are in love, man, that's a beautiful thing to see. It really, really is. And we could joke about, men and women and all that good stuff in marriage, and that's great. It's good to laugh about. But when two people really, really love each other, it's a beautiful thing. And you don't want to see that fall apart due to lack of maintenance, upkeep. And you don't want to see that fall apart because of spiritual stuff.
And you also don't want to see it rooted in, the grand contract, which I talked about on this show many times, and I talk about to people in real life, and I do.
Mm-hmm.
That what, if it's just a contractual agreement, then be honest about it.
I mean, come on.
If that's
how many people out there? I have yet to meet anybody who's been through a separation or a divorce or a breakup who has not said that at one point during a heated discussion, this statement has come out. Our marriage is nothing but a business arrangement.
Mm-hmm.
I have not, I thought that sounds like a weird statement, but it's a common statement. And so, as them coming to me with that, I was like, I don't want that. I want them to understand what this is, man. Marriage is every day. Okay?
Right.
Every day. It ain't just one day.
Right. You're telling me every freaking day. They really need to think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's every day and it's every way too, because look,
every
it's
day,
not just
every way, no 3 day, nothing.
And I'll
it's
tell
not
you another
just
thing too.
yeah.
What
Mm-hmm.
part of till death do us frickin' part do you not understand? If you don't mean that, like if you literally you don't mean that, you better reconsider, in my opinion. Till death. Do you get that? You're standing on an altar. If you could just rattle those words off, just rattle them off, then you really need to rethink it. That's just me making a commentary, but which leads to my second question I asked them was, are you going to be getting a license from the state? I didn't, tell them what my opinion, but whatever they answer with is going to weigh heavily on my decision because I have very, 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 very strong convictions about getting a marriage license with the state. Very strong. And so depending on what they come back with, that'll make a determination because I'm not going to like rubber stamp a marriage because if I'm going to be like, I don't want to say representative or middleman for God, in a marriage, if I'm his representative, okay, for that moment or whatever, his power of attorney, so to speak, I don't want to rubber stamp a relationship, because marriage license, why are you getting a license to do something that's already legal? Doesn't the root or the etymology of the word license come from licentiousness? Why do you need a marriage license? It makes, and anybody with a marriage license with the state, tell me how your divorce went. Did it go smooth? Did you enjoy it? Did you lose anything? Oh, okay. We'll get back to, you know what I mean? So it's like, I heard a comedian the other day. He said that once you get married every single day, you're just building a case. And it's my opinion that on a materialistic level, when you go and you get a license with the state, you're making a contract with a third party, which makes you a polygamist. They have a vested interest in anything you produce, your children, which gives, all these, what do you call it, DFACS, Department of Family and Children Services, the authorization to monitor what belongs to them, your children. And if they don't like the way that you're keeping their inventory, then it's, they're going to take it away. But even going up to the spiritual, it's my personal belief that if you have a marriage license, and I'm sorry if anybody gets offended, if you've got a marriage license from the state, that there's a blood curse on your marriage that goes all the way back to Papa Pope. Sorry if anybody's offended, but that's just what I believe. It's a curse to get a marriage license. A curse. And that's not me making a misogynistic kind of poke at the institution of marriage. True marriage is what I believe in. And you can't have a marriage license permission from the state over a true marriage. To me, that's just the totally opposite of what marriage is supposed to be.
Downloadedcontent.com. Torrents. Lightning fast enlightenment.